Hello and welcome to the Sunday Preview Rundown, Battleforces, Cyphus Kane, and Mark IV Space Marines.
So last week I made a joke that's like, who cares about 40k anymore? Like and now they're like, how about some more 40k?
The train has no brakes.
The train has no brakes.
So first off, we've got Cyphus Kane. I've never read any of the Cyphus Kane books. They are quite popular, though. I think part of the shtick is that they're written from the perspective of somebody who's writing up this guy who might not actually be much of a hero to be a hero of the Imperium for propaganda purposes. So kind of leans into the unreliable narrator of the 40k universe. But what we do know is that he's a commissar man, and he's got his friend Jurgen, who has a melt-a-gun.
A melt-a-gun and a face only no other could love.
He is a blank, which is one of those, like a Sisters of Silence.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Interesting.
And the way I do know this about the books is that he is a terrible, smelly, poorly hygiened person, but he does that to cover up for the fact that he's a blank. So he puts people at unease. He's off-putting, because blanks always are, but people don't know why, because they just think it's just because he's this weird, off-putting person. And then Cyphus Kane uses that A, to protect himself from psychic powers, and B, to give himself an advantage.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Yep. And apparently he's handy with a melty gun. And he's a Valhallan, which is why he's in that coat and hat.
Yeah.
Which, that's not the only Valhallan thing we'll see today, which is kind of weird.
Ooh.
Then we've got the 4 battle forces. We just saw these announced.
Yeah, they did just announce these, like, this week.
Right. So the first one, the Tyranid Swarm, is Hive Tyrant, 1 Lictor, 3 Tyranid Warriors, 3 Von Ryan's Leapers, 10 Hormagaunts, 10 Termagants, and 2 Ripper Swarms.
So some of this is good, and some of this I don't really understand this combination. It just seems like I guess it's okay for just getting into Tyranids. Because
right.
You're gonna need a Hive Tyrant. Some random units are always good. The The Lictor is fantastic.
Yep.
But like I don't know.
It is, I mean, because like the Von Ryan's Leapers and the Lictor are kind of in the Vanguard kind of thing, and then the Warriors and the Hive Tyrant are more the punchy side of things, and then Gaunts are just Gaunts. You always need Gaunts.
Yeah, they're the carpet swarm kind of thing.
That being said, you can put your Leapers and Lictors in fact, you probably will have a Lictor in your list anyway,
yeah,
even
generally.
if you're going punchy. So yeah, this isn't a bad box. Those Warriors are in the back because they're old.
Yeah, it turns out the very old things are way in the back for some reason.
Yeah.
Including the Hive Tyrant. Although it is nice that the Hive Tyrant is actually a pretty good box for its price. Because from what I've heard, I haven't done it myself. Basically, other than the chest piece, you can make the Foot Hive Tyrant and the Flying Hive Tyrant with very, very little crossover. So you can kind of get 2 for 1 out of that.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you could build that guy just as the Flying Hive Tyrant, who I think is better currently.
Yeah, I like the Flying Hive Tyrant a lot.
At least he was. Again, all of this, I don't know enough about the new edition yet, having just launched, and, we're still, the first balance patch isn't even out yet. So how good any of this is very much still up in the air, especially in regards to points.
Yeah. Not much has changed points-wise, I don't think. But we will see as time goes on, especially since they're doing a balanced data slate a month. Like,
yes,
you never really know what's going to happen.
Right. And we've got the Chaos Space Marines Warband, Marines only partially included.
Yeah.
Chaos Space Marines Warband, giant Lord Discord at the front. Not a Marine.
Yeah, he's in Marine armor-ish.
Oh, I guess he is, technically. Okay. So you've got a Venom Crawler, 2 Obliterators, the Lord Discordant, 10 Legionaries, who are the new Legionaries. They're not the old one, thank God, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I hope you're right.
I believe these are the Kill Team Legionaries. And then 20 Chaos Cultists.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a bad box. Like, everything in it is roughly playable. I will hate for the rest of my life, until it doesn't matter, that the Venom Crawlers and the Obliterator are on the same sprue.
Yep.
Because I don't need any more Obliterators, and I want another Venom Crawler.
Yep. I always wanted a Lord Discordant, but I don't think he's very good, and has not been good for a long time.
He's still getting punished from, I think, late 8th edition, where, like, the meta was take 3 of them.
Yes.
So he's still being punished for it. He's a sweet model, but he's not.
Oh god,
good.
yeah, he's awesome. I want to use that for tons of different things.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not picking up this box, despite the fact that I also want the Chaos Cultist for Necromunda Hive Scum.
It sounds like you should just pick up this box.
Yeah. Hey, do you want the obliterators?
No.
How about a Venom Crawler? You can buy my Venom Crawler.
I might do that.
And my Legionaries. We can get the Legionaries and the Venom Crawler. I can hook you with the Venom Crawler because you can't buy that separately.
That's true. He's got me.
Then we've got the Necron Host. None of these have cool names.
Yeah, they're all just like the name of the faction and then one word.
Yeah.
Swarm. Chaos Space Marines Warband.
Yep. This is the Catacomb Command Barge, 20 Necron Warriors, 5 Flayed Ones, 3 Ophidian Destroyers, and the Plasma Sight, and a Canoptic Doom Scrawler. Oh, and some Scarabs.
Yeah, the Scarabs come with the Warriors. We ignore those. I think this box is actually pretty good.
Hey, it's all new, and I mean, Flayed Ones are one of the worst values for money in the entire game, so getting them in a box is nice.
Yeah, getting them at a discount. I mean, you can basically cut that in half points-wise, and then you're like, okay, this is where it should be.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is not bad. Warriors are always good. The Catacomb Command Barge is super popular and strong. The Ophidian Destroyers have the uppy downy to be able to score. Yeah, this is actually a good box.
Doomstalker slaps vehicles.
Doomstalker slaps vehicles, does Overwatch very well, and the Flayed Ones have Infiltrate, so they're good for early objective scoring.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this is a great box. If I didn't already have more Warriors than I can possibly fit into a list, I'd probably buy it.
I'm pretty sure every single one of these is about getting people into the factions, not bolstering existing factions.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Which makes sense for the new edition, right?
This is a fantastic way to get into Necrons.
Right. And it's a great way to get into Tyranids, and I think it's a pretty good way to get into Chaos Space Marines, except maybe the Lord Discordant.
Yeah, I was going to say the Lord Discordant's the weird one for Chaos Space Marines, but I mean, Cultists are never bad, Legionaries are never bad. It's not bad. And
continuing with that, although maybe the less so of all of that, is the Astra Militarum platoon. Now, you always need Cadians.
Yes.
Commissars are kind of up in the air because Guard really do suffer for battle shock currently.
Yeah, that's true.
Rogodorns are great.
Rogodorns are great.
What is very much up in the air is all the indirect fire.
Yes. So indirect fire did get a nerf going into 11th edition.
Again.
But I believe all of the points came down for all that stuff to kind of make up for it.
Right.
Where they will settle, who knows? But yeah, this is a weird one because they're kind of going, hey, get into the game and don't move ever and kill your opponent without being able to see them.
Which is not what Guard actually is good at, and has not been for a very long time, since the beginning of 10th, where that, indirect fire was such a big problem that it got massively nerfed. Guard weren't the main problem there. There were other factions that were, but they were still a big part of the problem.
True.
At least that's not how I have fun playing Guard. I have fun playing Guard with the other stuff we're going to see, which is moving things up front and then shooting and scooting,
That's mostly how it is played competitively currently. It's mostly Rogodorns, Layman Russes, and a bunch of infantry to get in the way.
Right, which is fun. Now, I do believe, I have not seen if they follow through on this, but I do believe the field ordnance batteries now have different prices, whether or not they are indirect or not.
That's a good question. I could look it up and put it on the screen.
Yeah, I have not checked that. If that is the case, then those are much more playable than they were, because you could just take the non-indirect ones.
Right.
A couple which are really powerful. But if they're all being punished for the fact that one of them can be a indirect fire, then they're not worth taking.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll see. I'll put it up on the screen whether they actually change the price of them.
All of these Battleforces are only available while stocks last, and they're also delayed in South Korea. So
whoops.
But yeah, so these are great ways to get into the game. I think honestly the Astra Militarum is my least favorite, but it's still not bad.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the artillery either. I'm mostly tanks. So yeah, this one's also not really great for me. Necrons is my favorite. I'd probably say Chaos Space Marines is my second favorite. And then Astra Militarum, and then Astra Militarum the worst one. Never mind.
Yeah. They're all fine though.
They're okay.
And then speaking of Astra Militarum, we've got the two new vehicles from Armageddon.
The things I've actually been waiting on.
Yeah. The two, I don't know why they swapped to mythological names. I guess they already did, because the Chimera was also already a mythological name.
Yeah, it's weird. It's more weird when they don't have the mythological name.
Well, they decided not to for the Lehman Russ, and then decided to keep that for the Rogel Dorn.
Yeah.
Who the heck knows why? So you've got the Centaur RSV, aka the half track. It's a speedy vehicle that can move things up front. It's kind of. It's the points are going to determine whether you take this over a Chimera.
That's true. It's where it's at in your list, how it helps, blah blah blah.
Yeah. And then the Hippogriff, which is one of my favorite little vehicles. It doesn't make any sense, like structurally, like how that all fits in there, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, basically, if you look at it, it's one of those things that the longer you look at it, the weirder it is.
Yes.
But I do love it. This is my favorite, and price depending, I'm looking to get a few of these.
Yep. I have 2 of them already because they came in the box of the Armageddon platoon, so I don't need more. But I mean, I guess I could.
They come in units of 2, so you can have up to 6. Just saying.
Oh no! Ooh. Just swarmed the board. And then they didn't put a separate header in, which is weird, because they usually do.
Yeah,
but
that's
we
true.
go now to the 30th millennium, the Horus Heresy Maximus Battle Group. This is your first chance to get the Mark IV Marines, I think.
Yep. And then also comes with Contemptor Dread, and the Sicarian Battle Tank, both of which are relatively old.
Yes. I mean, you say relatively old. Like, they're only a couple years,
Yeah. But, like, I'm just surprised that there wasn't something more flashy in here. I mean, I love me a Contemptor Dread. I actually love that chassis.
I think they're both... I think if it's the 2 units of 20 tacks and 10 assault marines,
Yeah, it's those are the draw.
And here's your new tank, a Whirlwind missile tank.
Whoa.
Yeah, this isn't very impressive because this is already in 40k, so who cares, right?
Yeah, I've never really been a fan of the Whirlwind. Like, chassis isn't the word because it's the Rhino chassis. The Whirlwind, profile.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's an artillery tank.
It's an artillery. Again, we just talked about it. I'm not really a fan of artillery.
And then as Journal Tactical, Zone Mortalis.
This is interesting to me.
Yeah, 1,500 points battles in confined spaces. Probably not bringing the Whirlwind.
Nope, that's funny.
just camps one hallway.
So is this going to be another way to use your into the dark terrain?
Yes, I believe they actually have it set for Into the Dark more than like Necromunda Zone Mortalis.
Yeah.
At least I hope so, because good lord.
I mean, they're getting their money's worth out of it because it was the what was the end of last edition, the indoor thing?
Boarding actions.
I mean, sure.
Hey, it's a big part of the heresy, like fighting through those hive cities,
That's true.
And an opportunity to use more of the infantry. So, And then we've got a bunch of Black Library stuff. We've got For the Emperor, which is a Cyphus Cain book. It's his very first book, with new author annotations, which is okay, and new artwork. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't mind when this stuff comes out, especially since I don't have the first one. So
right,
I might pick this up, especially if the thing that you're saying about the unreliable narrator and all that stuff. That sounds kind of cool.
Well, so it says, to go alongside ones from Inquisitor Val. I believe Inquisitor Val is like the shell piece of like, okay, this is obviously made up. This idiot didn't do this. It did it. Like he's kind of writing in the margins, as it were.
That's pretty funny.
That being said, it's a hardback limited edition, so good luck.
Yeah, fair.
And then to go with it, I guess, is the Valhallan Regimental banner. Like,
this is definitely out of left field.
Right. Like, at first I thought, to go with the Made to Orders, but those were Vostroyans, not Valhallans.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's cool.
Mortis Glacia, Death Ice.
Death Ice.
Cotton. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
But
if you're a Valhallan lover, go for it.
Shout out to Cody and also Valhalla and Melta on the Discord. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the two.
Savage Worlds Crusade.
Dan Abnett, can't be bad.
This is your first chance to buy this edition, which is currently only available while stocks last. Edition may return to print at a future date. May.
Good luck.
Rin's World. This is the Crimson Fist one.
Rin's World.
And then a bunch of paperbacks of Kraken Blood, Vagabond Squadron, and Starseer's Ruin.
And foreign language.
Vaingloriol and Rook, which is just Hive, apparently. And also
Rook.
In German. I like how it says if you happen to speak German instead of French.
just in case.
And then upcoming this week, they're talking about animated stuff, which, okay. We've got an exciting Warhammer preview event on the horizon. Look out for information about that tomorrow.
I am interested in that.
Right. And then we're starting the battle for Hive Deathmire campaign. So the question is, we were all surprised when Tyranids won.
Yes.
I will not be surprised if Orcs win. There are a lot of Orc players.
Really? See, I think Space Marines is going to win this one.
Well, here's the thing. If they had set it to be, because it's for Hive Deathmire, if they had set it to be like the Battle for Armageddon, I think the Imperium players would pull through. But I think the Orcs have got this. That's my bet.
Interesting. Okay.
There are a lot of Orc players. I'm seeing a lot more hype for the new Orcs than I am for the new Marines.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we've said this before, and I'll say it again. The Marines in the box don't excite me. The Orcs are sweet. So
the Orcs are cool Orcs.
Yeah,
so.
I agree.
All right, well, that's it for this Sunday. I'm personally probably pretty safe. I might get Cyphus Kane, but otherwise, I think I can dodge a bullet here.
I'm looking at getting 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 hippogriffs.
Oh, wow.
I said in the Discord I was looking for something to proxy as a Hellhound. And I kind of like the hippogriff like chassis. I did look, and it is a little bit smaller than a Hellhound, so I might have to beef it up a little bit.
Well, if you put a giant fuel tank on there.
Yeah, fuel tank on the back, maybe bump up the turret a little bit. But, so yeah, depending on price, I might pick up a few of these. They're pretty cool.
Yep. Well, let us know below what, if any of this, you are excited for, or if you're just kind of taking an off week like me. We'll keep you posted with whatever preview information they announce, because obviously we'll try and do either a live react or a immediate after reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see you all next Sunday.
Bye-bye.